Hey, what's up you guys, Zero here. Welcome back to yet another Lorcana video. Today we have for you the last gameplay video recorded for set 7. I have a couple more proxy gameplays for you guys recorded and ready to go. But before we get too deep into set 8, I really wanted to show you guys this game because it was a super fun one that we had at our NRG locals, which is streamed every Tuesday. You can catch it at the Energy Twitch channel, which I will link it down below. But yeah, this was a super fun game. We also had a super great time with the first time remote casters and maybe some familiar faces. We have Brent Mukai and Andy from Rules of Vilni. It was a super fun time. Made it feel like a DLC almost, or something that was higher stakes than just a local. But anyway, on to the gameplay. I'm up against Ray, co-captain of the Lords of Lore. If you haven't heard, it's a team in the Chicagoland area that I've joined recently, and it's been fun, and he's about to show me the business. Both of us are running kind of spicy lists, you could say. We're just me personally, I was testing things out for the last set champs, so this was one of the last times I could test the deck because I was trying to play a different deck for every set champ. So I went with Sapphire, Steel, and I went old school, what I knew best, because if you were here in the early moments of the channel, you would know that I did a lot of Sapphire Steel gameplay back in the day, and this is a list very similar to that with just a little minor additions from some of the future sets. And Ray is also trying something new that he, I'm assuming, was testing for set champs too, but he has a really deep item list for his red-blue. Ever since Hiram's death, he has been mourning very deeply. So this is one of his coping mechanisms where he has went full on into items, and it was a very spicy list indeed. But yeah, we are kind of knee deep in gameplay right now. We have gotten to several turns deep, and I've gotten my Detective Mickey out, which is my main ramp. I went back to Detective Mickey mainly because Sapphire Steel hits really hard on 5, and at that point the lights get turned off because the glare is pretty hard, and just in time we get to see some of the cards that Ray has been collecting over there. We see the Queen, which is a card that not many people play anymore, or ever actually. The Queen, which on exertion, I believe. I think you just exert it. Yes, since Ray has no lore, we know it for sure is exert. But on exert, he gets to search the top 4 cards. I want to say 3 or 4 cards of his deck to search for an item. If he finds one that is 3 or less, he gets to play it for free. And because of that, we see some a lot of items on his side of the field. But I get to play with something fancy here. On loan from our other co-captain Ivan, he has lent me a couple enchanters just to play for fun. You know, I don't get to do shiny cardboard on the board very often, so I got his full set of enchanted Tamatoas to play with, which just made me want to try this deck out even more. But yeah, just in time to get pre-prepped, and it is not looking good for us here. Oh, there is my other enchanted right here. I got Sonic Aerial too, and I'm testing a couple of these in this deck just to see how it goes, but I'm trying to restock the field after the B prep. It is kind of unfortunate I'm only at 3 lore here, which is not looking good with that full field of items that Ray has. Hopefully I can resume some advantage here, but not looking too good. With Sapphire Coil out, every time he inks a card, I'm losing 2 strength on a character, and that means that little Sisu is able to take out my Sonic Aerial, which is such a crazy swing. Good thing I have another one. This one's not as good though. It is not enchanted or shiny, but we're just gonna work with what we have. And yeah, here we go. Ray is going to play the giant Tamatoa, which is so dangerous against my deck. He has a million items on the field, and I have very difficult ways to get rid of it. It's never going to be really clean, but I am going to try my best. At least on this turn, I have a decent answer. I have Strength of Raging Fire here, which I'm going to hit it with. Aerial's ability is going to activate, dealing 3 more damage. Then I can sing A Whole New World, refreshing my hand. At the same time as the refresh, I get to deal the last 3 damage to get rid of Tamatoa, which was a fancy way to get rid of it. Not very optimal though, because I have refreshed Ray's hand. He has a field full of items and now a handful of cards to play with. He jokingly called the judge there that I accidentally ink an extra time. I'm so unused to playing a whole new world. Every time I play it, I want to ink again, even though I very clearly inked the turn before. But yeah, this is not a good matchup for me. I don't have the right tools to deal with it. And Ray has so many weird cards in his deck that I was definitely not expecting. Even playing against Ruby Sapphire, even heavy item Ruby Sapphire, I was prepared to face a lot of cards, but not something like this where Scar is going to, after double Sapphire Coil on my Aerial, get the Vital Sphere proc, and he gets to clear my field and just take no damage while doing it. Yeah, this is definitely not a great matchup for me, especially with all these strange cards. But yeah, I was kind of hoping to dodge Ruby Sapphire the whole day. Not many people play at our locals. Ray does play it very religiously almost, but I usually somehow manage to dodge him at this locals. But yeah, if I knew it was going to be such an item intensive deck, something like you know, the Flyandom or Flatnum would be a great tech, which would hopefully ruin everything for him. But unfortunately, we do not have such card in our deck. We do have a Pluto though, Bodyguard Pluto, just the one of, just to be spicy. And I thought this is what I need to protect myself here from this Scar, this scary Scar with 5 health. Pluto will be able to guard this for me, or you know, make him work for it with all the Sapphire Coils. But he informs me here that he's got a spicy tech for me, and that's why my head was in my hands. I was waiting for it to show up because he's saying, hey, I got this, just you wait, I'm gonna hit you with something good here. And here it comes, launch. Who plays this card? And it very accurate to his name launches me straight out of my chair when I see it, because this game has just gone from bad to worse, and hope has been lost. What am I supposed to do here? I show you this, like, who plays this card? And if you don't know what it does, because surely not many people have played it, I don't think I've never seen this card ever be used in my life. What it says is spend an item and deal 5 damage to something. So very, very good in this scenario where I have a 5 health Pluto. I did mention to Ray after this, I had a sad beast in hand, and then for some reason my gut told me not to play it, and I'm glad it did, because that would have been even more devastating if I had got it launched straight off the board like that. Pluto hurt a bit less, but yeah, here we go. I try my best to fill the field back up after that devastating play. I get a Bell for free. I get a sad beast in play. I get a Pete to try and protect it from whatever nonsense might come its way. But against this red-blue deck, I don't think it's going to do much, because all it takes is a Sapphire Coil for it to be vulnerable to Little Sisu and everything else. Not only that, he did play this Tamatoa last turn, and it gets to play this Dime for free, which is equally devastating for me right now, as he shows quite another tech. This is Red-Blue Bell from this set, which also hasn't seen much play. It costs less for every item in your discard. On quest, you can take 3 items from your discard, put it back into the bottom of your deck, gain an extra 3 lore. And look at my face, I am not happy to see this. Dime gets him another 3 lore, so that's 9 from this Bell alone, before he quests out all the way to 17, and it is looking rough. Yeah, from here he can use his Shield of Virtue, which is he's used it to great effect this game. I haven't mentioned it much, but it gets to ready things like his Queen Diviner if he was still looking for items. It gets to ready this Bell here to protect it from whatever might come its way. And I have a board full of cards that I have to deal with. I do have a Grab Your Sword in my hand, which is very nice. I'm just playing the shiny Tamatoa because it's pretty and I want it on the field. But things are looking pretty bad. I think this game 1 is more or less over. I'm just trying to see if I have anything, and more than likely I do not, because this Bell is also, I think, a 7/7, I believe, is the stat line. Really hard to get rid of with my Sapphire Steel. Steel just doesn't deal with this very well. But yeah, I accept my fate there. We are going to move on to game 2 and hope we get something better here. Yeah, yeah, I mean, this is a really fun game. Obviously, we're friends. We're hamming it up for the camera just a little bit. We try to do it, I think, for locals if we ever are on stream, but especially when we have some star-studded casters, we want to make a good show of it. Let them have some fun, let us have some fun, and everyone gets to have some fun. But yeah, here we go. We start with a popsicle here. Ray does the same. I don't have a 2-drop. I play my popsicle, I see my visions, and I just sigh deeply. This game just hasn't been going my way. But yeah, we don't have a follow-up 1-drop, so I just think about what to ink. I've inked 2 cogs worth here, and you know, thinking back, I don't like, okay, I was operating under the Ruby Sapphire mentality, which is ink every cogs worth you see, because Big Sisu will eviscerate them. But from what Ray has shown us, he doesn't run as many as a normal red blue would, I believe. He had to make room for all those items somehow, probably. But yeah, Cogsworth might have been just a better play because it avoids brawls, it avoids Sapphire Coil, all that business. So maybe I should have thought twice before I inked those. But Queen Diviner hits the board, and there is a Shield of Virtue to accompany her, which is not great for me. I do get my Sad Beast on the field and online, so that is something. But here we go. Watch this terribleness in action. Queen Diviner is going to use her ability, and we are going to find Maurice's workshop. The worst thing to find first, or the worst thing for me to see him find first. This is amazing for him. And he gets to ready with the Shield of Virtue before going again, and he finds a Fishbone Quill. Oh my goodness, that is insane, and that is terrible for me. But yeah, he gets to go off of the workshop, draw a card as well. Who needs Hiram when you have workshops to just do like infinitely more? But yeah, my beast is going to get rid of that queen. I double pop it just because I know when I do find a Tamatoa, I want those in the discard anyway. I want to be able to draw cards here. And yeah, I'm gonna drop a 6-drop because that is the following turn anyway. And here comes my enchanted Sonic Aerial again. I did fail to realize that there's a Fishbone on the field. It's just these strange cards that you don't normally see in Ruby Sapphire is catching me off guard. But boom, B-Prep comes, and I'm sitting there like, what? How did you do that? I saw you had 5 ink before. And then I looked at the field a little closer, and yeah, Fishbone Quill was there. I missed it. The queen pulled it. That was something that I just missed. Yeah, no, this is, you know, maybe a sign for you guys. Meta decks are fun and all, but all the spice that you can add into your deck definitely catches people off guard. And yeah, I've done the same to other people, so I can't really be mad at it. I'm pretty happy there when I see, though, I was forced to hardcast Whole New World, but I hit 2 B-Prep, so that is 3 off of Ray's deck. If he runs 4, that's just 1 more I have to worry about. I was a little dejected because my entire hand is 3 cost or above. My remaining 2 ink is useless as I can't play anything. And here we go. Ray draws a million cards. Popsicle, popsicle, popsicle off of Maurice's workshop. That is 6 draws in total. He has a very nice clutch of cards in his hand. And I don't have a Whole New World in mind, very unfortunately. Free Scrooge McDuck off of that is nice. He shows me another weird card he has. He's just running super weird cards. This was the end of the set, you guys. So everyone was having a little bit of fun trying to just enjoy the end of the set in every way we could, which is usually the form of strange deck ideas. And I mean, it worked out. What can I say? It worked out. But yeah, Scrooge McDuck. Boom, boom, boom. I think he did some sales. He's playing more cards. He's inking some more cards. And I'm sitting there like, when is this turn going to end? This is such a long turn. And boom, another Shield of Virtue, another draw off of the Maurice's workshop. Finally, look, I'm like checking my clock here. Like, what is going on? This turn is lasting forever. Double bell on the field to end it all. And I just say, hey, Ray, look at this. I'm going to ink a card. And boom, we're going to play a card. We're going to play another card. Turn end. That's how fast a turn should be. Like, what's going on here? But yeah, all fun and games, obviously. We are just messing around. But here comes the big Tamatoa. And I'm going to have to find a way to deal with it. Or else I'm pretty sure it's over. I'm looking at how many items are on the field. And looking at my hand. And I don't have a Sonic Aerial on the field, which means this is going to be super difficult. Yeah, unfortunately we lost the last one to the B prep, and I don't think I had one in hand, because I have some songs I want to sing. If I did have it, it might have worked out a little better. But yeah, I'm just like, hey, look, I have a lucky dime in my discard. I think it was better to get 2 popsicles off of the Tomator for sure. But I'm pretty sure, like I was pretty certain I lost the next turn, because I actually looked at this hand for a long time, because I'm just like, what can I do to get rid of this Tomator? Like, what can I sing? What can I play? And I just came back with nothing, because I have a Grab Your Sword, I have Storm, I have Strength, but all together, like I couldn't play all of it at once, I believe. Or I could, but without the 2 characters, I still don't think it's enough damage for the Tamatoa. But boom, Tamatoa is going to quest for like 1,000,000, get the dime off of his discard, and he's going to proc it for the rest. But yeah, fun game. Hope you guys had fun. That's the end of set 7, and I will see you guys in the next one.